were you just talking about like physically recovering from the knee at 2 years ago or whatever now? How, like, what do you have a percentage on how you feel compared to what your freshman year was like, or?
Well, I'm about two years, almost 2.5 years off my injury. So they say like around that 2 year mark is when you get to feeling like yourself, like statistically. And I'm full on in belief with that for sure. I'm definitely feeling 100% back to myself, like completely. I'm fully recovered mentally and physically. And mentally was the biggest part. I've been recovered physically, back to my strength, been able to run as fast as I can. But that mental part was the biggest part to overcome. And I'm definitely there.
The deep running back room this year, do you feel like you've been able to build up that chemistry quickly coming here full spring?
100%. That was one of the things that they were big on while they were recruiting me to come here, was the running back room's chemistry. And I knew that coming here that, they're a good room and they were already tight. So I had to come here and just make sure that they knew that I was about the team, not about trying to separate myself and putting myself above them or anything. Like, I'm here to make the room better and make everybody better.
It's interesting that you and Shimon both came from Colorado after not actually playing a season there. Did you guys talk about that? Was it coordinated in any ways?
Things just happen, honestly.
Yeah.
like things happen. Like, Shimon had no connection to Arizona State before I did. So like when I hit the portal, I was like, they were already, talking to me from the portal, and I'd already had that connection from high school. So it was like, I'm talking to Arizona. I'm like, okay, I'm already comfortable with this stuff. So it was already kind of a easier thing for me than I would say for Tremont, but it just kind of happens, honestly.
How close were you to picking ASU the first time around?
I was actually pretty close. It was a visit I went to before Colorado, and I liked it here. I liked it here for sure.
What was it that led you to decide to leave Colorado before playing a year there?
Just wasn't a good situation for me. Just wasn't a good fit. The way they use their running backs here and there is completely different. So I would just want to get utilized more.
You saw yesterday there was 20 personnel, 21 personnel.
A bunch of that.
Yeah. So what does that, how do you feel about that? What does that do for you guys?
I love that. It gets us all on the field. It gets all of us, we have a talented running back with potentially up to 5 guys that can all start. So those running back sets, are going to help us get all on the field, help us all get some more film.
What are some of the adjustments that you felt were challenging coming here? Obviously, the weather's a big factor.
I was going to say the heat. The heat, 100%. Honestly, that's kind of it. Honestly, I'm a fan of hot and dry weather. I'm not a cold guy, but this heat is different, and you definitely have to get used to it for sure.
What were some of the teammates that you felt like you almost had an instant connection?
Well, Xavier Alford, I had when I came up to visit here, he hosted me for my visit, so I kind of already had a connection with him and whatnot. I think that's pretty much it. For just somebody that had already came here and I'd already just instantly got connected with. That's pretty much it. But honestly, the whole team, like my first day here, I'm getting spoken to like I've been here. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I've been here the whole year with them already. Like, they were dapping me up and whatnot. Like we were just boys already. So it felt really, and they made me feel very welcome here for sure.
Are there any things that you guys have been doing out the field? Jamal was talking about him and Scout were playing the college football video game.
Oh yeah, of course, a lot of that going on, a whole bunch of that going on for sure. Just the other day we did like this little golf simulator thing, had some great pizza, one of these good pizza spots over here. But yeah, we definitely try to do some things outside of the football field to make sure that we're all pretty close knit.
What things do you think you're well suited to do in this offense? Like what are your best attributes?
Well, that's what I like about myself. I feel like I'm pretty much an all-around back. I feel like my specialties are that I may not be I may not be the best at it, but I can get it done good enough too. You know what I'm saying? So I am fast. I still can catch. I still can get open in space, and I'm still comfortable with the ball in space. So, but I may not be as best as our slot doing that, but I can still do it. So that's where I feel like I'm pretty good at, and I can apply myself to this team. What
was your fastest mile per hour?
I had 22.4. No, I'm sorry, 22.1. 22.1.
And how does that, where did that rank?
That was top 5. Top 5, yeah.
How'd you feel about it?
Pretty good. I had no clue. I had no clue. So I seen it. I was like, okay, I'm rolling. I like that.
Who's the fastest guy on the team, miles per hour?
Samples. Zach Samples, and then Riley next. our league for sure. He's pretty quick.
The QBs are also pretty speedy. Do you feel like in the backfield that can kind of be an advantage for you guys? A lot of read options,
100%.
RPOs.
They're gonna have to respect all of us in that backfield. I mean, every single last one of us that comes to the backfield, they're gonna have to respect us. From Sam to Jeff, they're gonna have to respect those guys. They're athletes back there. We're all athletes back there. So yeah, none of us are one-dimensional.
What's Iguano been like? Just talking to him, and what's he said about your game?
Iguano's a really good coach. He helps me a lot, and he knows how to work with backs like of my size and longer limbs. So I really like listening to him and keying into the things that he says to me, because I know that with like the backs that he's had, they've been taller and bigger. So he knows how to just work with guys like me.
Has he compared you to Rashad White or anybody else?
A couple times. Yes.
What's he said about that?
Just mainly like our build and how like he plays his clips in the film room a lot, just so we could like see how he hits certain outside zones and whatnot, how he makes his cuts at the line of scrimmage. So yeah.
Have there been any alumni that you've kind of seen around like during practices and stuff?
No, I haven't. I don't think I've caught any alumni yet, honestly. Yeah.